Team monitoring. This is the moment when the project manager is going to be monitoring the team performance. Performance evaluations provide the project manager with an opportunity to assess how the project team is contributing to the project goals. And we can see that how the contributions are coming from maybe extreme here to a level in which we know we want the team to be. And the performance monitoring helps us then take corrective actions. When we started developing the performance plans for the team and the project manager agreed on the areas they need to improve their development and certain targets. In the monitoring phase, we look is what is the progress to date, and then we can evaluate. We can see that in some areas the project is making some good progress and they even achieve the target, but in other areas there are some problems. And we need to identify what is causing the team to having those problems. One of the tools we use is called the 360 feedback, and we can apply it to the team, which is a 360-degree rating. So we ask the individuals in the team to rate themselves about how they see the performance in the team. The team also, as a unit, can rate itself. The peers, other people working or providing support to the team, to the project, can also provide some rating. And the manager or supervisors of the team can also provide some rating. Some of the additional areas of evaluation and rating that can be used is on decision making, problem solving, innovation and initiative, commitment and contribution to the project goals, level of collaboration and communication. Depending on the type of team and type of project, you can add more areas to evaluate. The process basically includes a simple analysis, and we need to always make sure that we are addressing whatever problems we find, that you provide regular feedback, there's a focus on improvements, an agreement on actions, and follow-up. Let's look at some of the common causes for poor team performance. Inadequate skills or abilities. That means that the task or connects to the strategy, how to connect to the goals of the project. We also look at how we can recognize small accomplishments. Even if they are achieving a small milestone, we need to find ways to recognize them and to reward good behaviors. Again, in any issue, whenever we're working, trying to find ways to solve it, we need to get a commitment from the team and do the follow-up. Let's look at some of the types of motivation. Motivation is defined as the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behaviors. The key word here is behavior. And there are two types of motivation. One is called intrinsic motivation, and the other one is called extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is when people are motivated to perform an activity because they like it. That is internal desire that drives them to do it because they like what they're working on. Extrinsic motivations, the people are motivated to perform an activity in order to earn a reward. That means there is usually a payment, a salary, or a compensation for their work. That is external factors that motivate them. Studies have shown that that adding more extrinsic motivations not necessarily increase the level of motivation. Most of the time people are driven by internal factors. So it's important to identify what are those internal factors that people are lacking when they're working on the project. In many cases, they are subtle things that may take some time, but eventually they can help the project manager and the team solve some of those problems with motivation. Here are some ideas to motivate your team. Again, like we said before, is that make sure the goals are all clear, that there is a direct connection between their job and what they like to do. That is important. Make sure that you have the right match. If they are in the wrong job, they have the skills, but they don't like what they're doing, then maybe it's a time to have a conversations and make sure that person have other opportunities within the organization. You need to have in the team the people that know that they have not only the skills, but they can be connected to the goals of the project. Look for opportunity to celebrate success and hard work. So achievement of small milestones, little events that give you an opportunity to celebrate success. That has a huge impact in motivation of the teams. Find time to socialize. It's not always work, work, and work. Find opportunities to get the team to know each other outside the work. It could be a small event, doesn't need to be anything expensive, but the idea is that it helps people connect at the different dimensions rather than just working. They give them opportunity to know each other, and that creates better trust and more commitment with the team. Lead by example in terms of your behavior, your attitudes to the project and to the team. They are reflected by the people who are working in the team. So make sure that your behavior, how you're motivated, and how you are motivated to work on the team is also reflected, and it becomes an example for the team. And listen actively. That is important because by giving opportunities to people to speak, you have the chances to understand them better and see what you can do to motivate their work. After all, a lot of what we have here is that motivation, it takes time to build, and it has to be a continuous effort. The work that the team might do in the field could be very hard and difficult, but the motivation has to come from those little elements that connects them to the work, that make people feel that they continue to work. And it is important because there are going to be times when the project is going to need and it's going to require an extra effort, and if they're not motivated, it's going to be very difficult for them to deliver on that.